let's get straight into the bullshit.
So speaking of flames burning,
All right, y'all.
everything on fire.
So we've been plagued with some despicable, disgusting activities, and you know, apparently I've been sheltered from this. Like, you hear about these things, but now it's like through technology and YouTube, Instagram, now everything's up front, and you're seeing all this stuff come to life.
Oh.
And so for y'all that's been on YouTube, y'all know the codes and y'all know the language. For y'all that don't, y'all just gotta follow us. We're gonna tell you without telling you what we're talking about. So we're gonna talk about these PDF files, these cupcake touchers. Now, a cupcake is somebody who doesn't have 18 candles on their cake, if you understand what I'm saying. They have less than 18. So it seems like, bro, it's just running rampant, like, and from the industries, the music, the movies, the
entertainment as a whole,
the imagery, and then even the government found, like, when I started doing this deep dive, I'm just shocked, bro. I'm shocked. And has this always been like this, or is it just?
Yeah, I don't. So for me, I ain't shocked at all. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like it's like everything else. Like, we live in a day and time now where everything is at your fingertips. You know what I mean? So you can get news from around the world right here in your hands. Years ago, it just news didn't travel as fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff going on, and you could keep stuff a secret because we didn't have access to the world. I just feel like now you seeing more and more, and it's not just this. You seeing a lot more of a lot of different things come to the surface because everything's out there. All the information is there. And if I want to say something, I can say something right now, and the whole world see it in the next 2 minutes. So it's like I can reach all corners of the earth, good and bad, in just a few messages. You know what I mean? So I think that's a big part of it, though.
Now, this is a epidemic, and we can't. The only thing we can do is control what we can control as individuals.
No doubt.
So protect your kids, protect your kids, protect your neighbors' kids. Like, we're missing a lot of community, because back in the day, if I'm in the neighborhood and I'm doing something wrong, my friend's mama whoop me.
Yeah.
Or my mama might whoop somebody else's kid.
And then call and say they headed home. I don't.
Yeah, or something.
This is what happened.
Or something. Or if she see me smoking a cigarette at the park, she ain't gonna be like, that ain't my kid, it ain't my business. No, she calling my mama. Or she might snatch me up and bring me to my mama.
Yeah, you had accountability in the hood. You had like, people would hold you to a certain standard. Again, like, I know your mama and them. You know what I'm saying? There's certain kids that you like, even if they call their mama, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They let them fly. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain kids that, now I know your grandmama, I know your mama, like, that's not what they would have you out here doing. They gonna straighten it. So I feel like we need to get a sense of community back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, I'm bad about that shit. Like, we be at the house, you know what I'm saying, and something happen. Courtney looking and shit. I said, man, get out the window, bro. Mind your business. They ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, the police next door, we don't live there. Right. You feel me? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me, but at the same time, like, I do, like, if I see a neighbor having an issue with a tire or some shit, like, yeah, like,
that's grown business. If you see a kid over there getting touched,
that's different. You know what I mean? But I just, certain things, I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with us, chill out. But like, if my neighbor needs some help with something or whatever, I don't mind stepping in and helping out. But yeah, to your point, like, it's still to this day, man, it's crazy how many kids I see walking by themselves to and from school, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like, man, you gotta really think, unfortunately, as a parent, you really gotta think the worst of the world, because it's really out there.
And what's even worse is, these kids ain't built like they was in the 80s. Like, through these hormones and these growth hormones that's in the meats and shit like that, these girls are having periods at 8 years old and having, they're being developed early, like super early. So like,
but I mean, that's a good point, but it's all the way across the board. It ain't just girls. You know what I'm saying? You gotta protect all these kids, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
You just don't know who and what you dealing with. You know
I honestly think more boys are getting fond of whip than the girls now.
I mean,
Or it done caught up. It done caught up because before you really had to worry about the girls, and now it's like you gotta really worry about both.
Yeah, it's like
I'm at the point where I'm not
it's on both sides.
I'm not sending my kids to no summer camps. I'm not sending them to no Bible camps, none of that. You want to learn the Bible, son? Come on, I'll bring it out.
That's what I'm saying. It could be anywhere. It could be on the football on team, the basketball team. It could be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I've seen it where Uncle such and such done did something. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, man, that because these kids innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's sad that a lot of these kids, and I'm one of those people that, you know, your upbringing don't necessarily control 100% who you gonna turn out to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna have an impact, and it could be a negative or a positive impact. But I just feel like for someone that's so innocent as a child to have that taken from them, and now they life path could be different because of that incident,
or different.
You know what I'm saying? However many incidents it is, their whole life can be on a different trajectory now because of it. And it's crazy, man. So we do have to do a better job as a community looking out for the youth.
Yes, and take the time and talk to your kids. I'm talking about as soon as they can speak and understand you, talk to them about however you want to phrase it. These are no parts. These are, if somebody touches you, what do you do? Where do you go? Who do you call? Make sure they know phone numbers. Make sure they know addresses. Make sure they know these things, because if you do send them to a Bible study or Bible camp, and I need to quit using that, but I'm just saying it happens. Boy Scouts, man, like these are supposed to be safe, protected places.
Man, it's all encompassing. It can happen anywhere on earth.
Right. So make sure that they're aware, that they're paying attention, because some kids don't even know, and they're getting touched and don't even realize.
Think it's normal.
They don't even know. And so
shout out to the church camps and Bible stuff, man, that he talking about. We ain't got nothing against you folks.
we really don't.
Shout out to y'all good people, man.
It's good and bad and everything.
I promise you this, man.
That's my point.
This man gonna get us banned before we get started. Man, last week it was, what we talking about, heavy set people.
Why you bringing up old shit, man?
Man, at least he didn't say it was a fat camp. You know what I'm saying? I guess, whatever. But yeah, like, but for real, man, like I couldn't imagine my kid coming home having to tell me something like that. And I've seen some, even here locally, I've seen some terrible reports come out as far as, you know, men and even in their own family. Like both the scenarios that I can think of in my head right now, it was actually incest. It wasn't just the fact that it was child pornography, whatever. You know what I mean? It's incest, bro. It's crazy. Like you doing this to your, and think, I know one of the situations, it's your daughter. So the one man in this world that she feel like she should have been able to trust, and she rightfully so, she should be able to trust her father if nobody else. You was the one that took everything from her. So how could she ever have a solid relationship or a trustworthy relationship with a man when her father put her through this situation? You know what I'm saying?
She can't.
That shit's sick, bro.
Even with therapy, like they ain't gonna be able to fully trust her, fully have that true experience that she would have been able to have.
Man, that's my father. If my father would do this to me, how can I trust anybody?
You can't.
Simple as that. Like that's the reality. And if you do, it's gonna take a lot of work. A lot of work to get there.
And I want to send a shout out to everybody combating this issue. People like Big Homie CC, Do God, Turn Up God, anybody like that. Those are the first names that come to mind. They doing retrievals. They're doing a lot of good work out there, and you know, and I appreciate that. In the world needs to appreciate that and acknowledge that, because we need more people out here. Because this you know, it's down to CPS and people coming in trying to find a better life, leaving their country to come to our country, and they get separated from their kids, and their kids never come back. And like now we're seeing it's a lot of wealthy people that's just treating them like party favors and disposing and rituals and